page. No, the layout is not ready to go yet. Alright, B-Hill, let me know when the layout is ready to go. And I'll just keep on looking at anime girls on Twitter. PvtCb. That is my name. Ready for countdown? Alright, sure, whatever. Let's go. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Haha. Okay, but seriously, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is a very complex and I hate to use the word technical because it's kind of a meme, but like the speedrun of this game really comes down to just like using the very flexible combat system of this game in a very fast way. So this is the first mission. I've turned off tutorials so we don't have to do the tutorial part of this mission. So Dante's gonna kind of like jump around and do like a few dumb things. I'm gonna buster him, which is Nero's grappling move with circle. We're gonna go into the sword clash. I'm gonna break these benches and I'm gonna break these other benches over here. But I'm not actually gonna break them because when we go into a clash, Dante and Nero Nero's the blue guy, Dante is the red guy. They swing around and hit each other, and the benches get destroyed. Anyway, I did a lot of really complex things that mission. The big things were I didn't take damage, I got a certain number of benches, and I got a certain number of style points. That gives me 400 Proud Souls, or at least 400 Proud Souls, which are my upgrade points. I'm going to be buying 3 things here. Keep in mind, if I don't like something in this game, in terms of upgrades, I can sell it back, but I'm not really going to do that in the speedrun unless something really bad happens. So I bought Split, Charge Shot 1, and Speed. Split is a downward slashing move. Speed is just you run fast. And Charge Shot is going to be very important later. But for right now, basically is like, think of it like as a Mega Man gun. Alright, so we're just going to go through this area really quick. Nero can taunt while running, by the way. So that's what that kick was. Gonna buster these guys and Charge Shot them while they're on the ground. Break these bench shells to get that stuff, and do it again. So I'm getting some red orbs. I don't really need too many this mission, but they do affect your overall mission rank, which gives you Proud Souls, which is going to be important for buying a bunch of sweet upgrades. So we got Evil Legacy. This gives us Snatch. This is an approach move that Lock On and Buster does together. It either pulls Nero towards very heavy or immobile things, or pulls light things towards Nero. Nero's arm is basically a stand, and we'll see more of that later, but yeah. Also, Nero's sword is a motorcycle. I kind of glossed over it earlier, but if you tap left trigger as you're hitting something with your sword, you can instantly rev it, and that means your next attack will deal more damage, it'll come out faster, and give you more style. Style is just what the game grades as you doing well in combat. It basically means mixing up your moves, not doing the same thing over and over again, and just, you know, not getting hit. Also, it also means like just dodging stuff, but that's, you know, not really super relevant. Style's not going to matter too much for these early missions, but later on it'll help a little bit. Anyway, these guys, like Scarecrows. Buster, 1 rev sword hit Buster. Also, I should mention that Snatch deals no damage, but it's really good for bringing enemies towards you. Anyway, that's a reaction wheel. We're going to hit this. Nero is bipolar, by the way, and he doesn't know how to solve puzzles, so he comes across this bridge that's broken, and he's like, hey, it's not working so far. And he shoots it, and it starts working. Yeah, so that's basically most of Mission 2. Mission 2's got a very annoying thing coming up that I actually probably should have done a different route for it, because, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So this is like the first real boss. Date is more just like a tutorial thing. But this is Burial coming up. Burial has a flame sword, and he's got like fire, and he's got a lot of fire attacks. He's very frustrating. I want to do this mission without getting hit, and it is kind of hard to do that. So air attacks with Red Queen, your sword, deal more damage than ground attacks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get his flames down. I'm going to whack on him a little bit. I'm going to buster him before he falls down to the ground. I can't really air hit him here, so I'm going to combo D, which is your main ground combo, but extended at the end. And that'll let me do some stuff. He does that flame attack. I got to be out of that range, by the way. Also, this is his fire pillars. This attack sucks ass. Every time he does it, you lose like 4 seconds. Alright, you're going to give me a double. Yes, you are. Alright, this means I basically just get a bunch of free hits on him. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Alright, well, that was an annoying hit. If you don't take any hits in the mission, you get 15% more Proud Souls at the end of the mission. Same with if you don't use an item. So, yeah. Anyway, that's mission 2. Unfortunately took a really dumb hit, but there's not too much you can do about that. You know, it's a marathon setting. We're gonna try to figure out something here. It's probably gonna work. I say probably, but I'm almost positive I gotta sell this. Yeah, we're not affording that. That fucking blows. Excuse my potty mouth, but so I was supposed to be able to buy Charge Shot 3, and Charge Shot 3 is extremely good. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Proud Souls because I got hit, and I was doing the like I want the PB route instead of like I'm doing a marathon route because I wasn't paying attention because I'm dumb. So instead, we got Charge Shot 2. Charge Shot 2 is pretty good, but it's definitely no Charge Shot 3. So this mission might be a little interesting now. And by interesting, I mean like it's going to be darn slow, but I can't do too much about that right now. You only get Proud Souls when you finish a mission or restart a mission, so it's not like I can just like, you know, get the upgrade later in the mission. And I'm just going to shoot that guy in the face there. Okay, well I already took damage because that's like the one attack you can't really deal with as Nero. Basically, I just want to control these guys and make sure you're not doing anything dumb. And I'm not doing a good job of it, honestly. So, I put gun on right trigger way at the start of the run. Well, technically before the run even started. That's just so I can buffer Charge Shot really well. Special Edition lets you keep your Charge Shot buffer between areas and cutscenes, which is very, very nice for going fast. Also, you can keep your sprint going between areas, but it's sometimes a little finicky there. You sometimes lose your sprint, and I don't really know what causes it. I'm not gonna worry about getting hit, really, because I already took damage for this mission, so as long as I don't fucking die, I'm good. I want to kind of get these guys all clustered together. I haven't done this strat in a while. But basically, when you buster an enemy next to another enemy that's busted, they take a little bit of extra damage. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, this is a Snatch Gauntlet. This is like the game's excuse for platforming. Gonna taunt because we gotta wait for this anyway. Taunts aren't too important right now, but just know that they exist. Dang, not having Charge Shot 3 really sucks for this mission. I haven't done this in like actual ages, so this is a very interesting playthrough right now. but you know, marathon luck. Marathon things happen. Yeah, so we're just running around the castle right now. It's very icy, and it's not supposed to be icy, and we're gonna figure out why next mission. Not right now, though. Right now, we're just running through the castle, having a good time. Not getting a good time, but having a good time. You know how it is. The suspense, yeah. Also, I'm really supposed to have a split right now, and I don't, and this is gonna be a little annoying. I'm just gonna like cluster and charge at everything. This is probably the most efficient way to do this. Okay, that was not as terrible as I thought it was gonna be. Alright, so now we're gonna come across hollow suits of armor, and we're gonna fight them. These guys can counter you, so you gotta be a little careful around them. I don't know where the hell that guy thought he was going. Where are you? Shit. Okay, that was a very interesting mission. But it's all okay. It's all okay. So, yeah, let's buy the upgrades we were supposed to get last mission and, you know, ignore the fact that we're a mission behind on upgrades. Okay, so right away we are getting Charge Shot 3. That's absolutely mandatory to get. Nah, I can't afford anything else. Goodness, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, so we got a thing last mission that lets us control these Beyblades, and I say control, but they're like really finicky. Also, that's Charge Shot 3 activating right now, and that's my arm's glowing red. You're gonna see why I really wanted Charge Shot 3 last mission, but you're not gonna see it this fight unless I fuck up. So these Beyblades, they auto home on enemies, which is cool, but most of the time you won't want them to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna show off why Charge Shot 3 is good. Bam, he's dead. It hits an enemy pretty hard, a little bit harder than Charge Shot 2, but then it explodes, and that explosion deals a ton of damage. Goodness gracious, Beyblade. What are you doing? That is, actually that's okay, I'm sort of low on orbs. You get more orbs based on the style rank at which you kill something, and since I took a hit on Burial and didn't finish him at an S rank, my orbs are low, so I gotta worry about that a little bit. We're not using orbs right now, except for, like, you know, getting us more proud souls with their upgrade points, but later we'll be using a lot of orbs. Okay, so I'm actually doing a skip here. I'm bringing this gyro blade over and leaving the one I brought over behind, because the one I leave behind is going to respawn in its position at the start of the room when I leave the room and come back. So it'll all be taken care of. I got to get 4 gyro blades over to that area to unlock that door and get out of here and face the boss. Anyway, you know those Angelos? You know how long it took me to kill them? Yeah, I'm just going to charge out that guy in the back and he's going to die. You can bounce this gyro off the wall perpendicularly, but that's really finicky and I don't want to bother doing that in a marathon run. It's slightly faster though. Anyway, this next fight, if things go well, the gyro is going to do like 90% of the work. If it does not go well, that's not going to happen. Another thing's going to happen. Interesting camera game. That was very artistic. That hit me. Gosh darn it. Okay, we need to get this guy in position. So I can hit this reaction wheel with my sword if I want to. Or I could just throw the Beyblade at it and it does the same thing. And it's faster. Alright. So yeah, look, I got all the Beyblades there. I'm going to manually run my sword for an additional charge right now. And we're going to face Ice Lesbians, because that's the boss. So the Ice Lesbian strat is hit him 3 times, and then charge shot him, and then hit him a little bit more, and they explode. And it's really actually a frog. That's what we're fighting. And I messed up, because I don't have Caliber, because I don't have the Proud Souls for it, so he's going to play Peekaboo. Every time he does this, you lose approximately 25 seconds. So I'm just going to wait around for one of the Ice Lesbians to pop down. I'm going to pop it in the head. Hit it a little bit, and then pull the frog back out. Alright, there we go. He's down. Alright, that's how you basically do that, boss. You know, minus the part where he got it to play Peekaboo. Alright, so we are almost catastrophically short on upgrade points. So I'm really gonna have to think on the fly for what I'm doing here. I absolutely need split. That's pretty much required. Caliber, sure. Yep. Okay, this will work. I got Snatch too, which, you know, like I said earlier, doesn't deal damage, but it's very good for picking up enemies. And these guys, you basically can't deal damage to them until their cloak's down. I mean, you can, but like it's not a very easy to do thing. So I'm just gonna leave them there after bustering them once, and then I charge shot 3 them. And as long as they're not in the middle of an animation when they get hit with the charge shot 3 explosion, they die. Anyway, this gyro, I'm gonna try to line it up super specifically here. Don't think I got it. Oh, I did. Okay, so that just saves me from having to walk down there, because the game only cares if I like break that thing with the gyro. Just, you know, finessing on him a little bit, you know how it is. Anyway, these are bounce pads. We can now play with bounce pads. Also, this is the reason we want split. Well, falling down this whole corridor is the reason we want split. Anyway, that was the holy water. I neglected to mention that I picked up one earlier, but there's 3 hidden around in the game, and by hidden I mean not really. And they are area effect things that deal a lot of damage to every demon on screen. Alright, I am so low on... Alright, I'm going to be even lower on Proud Souls because I just took a hit. That was real dumb. That was a very good fight, though. I will say that much. Except, you know, the part where I got hit. I should mention that I also run Devil May Cry 3, and in Devil May Cry 3, the rank you get at the end of the mission, whether or not you take damage isn't like a flat binary value. It just means like, oh, you can actually take like a bunch of hits and you'll still get like an S rank for damage or something, and then still got an overall S rank, which gets you a bunch of upgrade stuff. But here it's just a flat damage value. You could like take like the slightest bit of chip damage, and you're still count as taking damage. Alright, this is gonna be very interesting. I'm probably not gonna be the forward trigger her next mission, but I think that's gonna be okay. Alright, so this mission sucks. I can't really put it any more nicely than that. We're gonna go down that giant pit. We're gonna build up our charge shot 3. We're gonna unleash it on this swimming fish that's swimming through metal and stuff right at the start here. I'm just gonna keep charging 3 of them whenever they reveal themselves, because that instantly kills them. Okay, I did hit you, cool. And who likes board games? I don't like board games. Like, that's not a joke, I don't like board games too much. But yeah, so as long as you hit this with a melee attack, a buster, or a snatch, when it's on a number you want, as in like the topmost values on the number you want, it'll land on that number. Welcome to Candyland. It's very, very boring, and you can still mess it up if you're not paying attention. So I kind of just goof around here, honestly, like, you know, I'll manually grab my sword or something, but like, you can't really do anything else except just wait for the cycles. Alright, that's Candyland. Okay, so let's fight a windshield. This is a very badly designed boss. So you can't really deal damage to this guy unless you throw swords at him. And by this guy, I mean the fucking plate glass window. These swords are very liable to hit you. Like, it's almost a guarantee that you're going to take a hit in this fight, so... Like, I don't expect no damage this mission ever. Well, somehow I'm doing pretty okay so far. Like, I could hit this guy with a charge shot 3 and it would do nothing. Also, this is going really well. What the heck? That's probably no. Okay. Not gonna get hit. I'm taking this a little safe because I actually do have the potential to like no damage this. Nope, never mind. I grabbed the wrong thing. Targeting's a little whack in this game sometimes. Actually, I should say the targeting's like actually quite good, but that's when you manually lock onto something. Like just straight up like assuming that the game's gonna lock onto the thing you want to. That doesn't work too well sometimes. Anyway, we got a sword, specifically a katana because Nero's a weeb. We don't know it yet, but that sword belongs to our dad, who is Virgil, who is Dante's twin brother. Yeah, it's a little complicated. Family line's pretty good. Anyway, we got a thing called Devil Trigger now. We're not going to use it right yet, but we will in like a few seconds. So again, charge shot through this guy in the back. And Devil Trigger with Nero, it acts as a launching move. And basically your moves double hit and they deal more damage. That hit the shield, so that guy's not dead. Also, it heals you, but that's kind of irrelevant, honestly. I know where green orbs drop in this game, so if I ever need to heal, I'll just do that. Okay, so important thing about taunts now. They refill double trigger. You can't just spam taunt to get a bunch of double trigger, but like, you know, if you like meter out your taunts, you'll get double trigger back pretty quickly. Okay, that somehow works. This guy needs to stand the heck still. Okay, that actually wasn't too terrible of a mission. Like I said, you know, I kind of expect to take damage on that mission, but yeah, even then that wasn't too terrible. So we are going to get out of here now. We hit a switch that opened up a waterfall, because why wouldn't it? And now we're going to go to that opened waterfall and go to a different biome. Because, you know, Minecraft. But it's literally like a minute plus of running around. It's kind of dumb. This game has very big environments. In fact, they're almost too big. I kept my sprint there. Okay, that's not very common at all. I don't have like an input viewer or something up right now, but like you gotta be at very precise stick angles to keep your sprint in some places. Alright, so yeah, I'm really short on Proud Souls. I don't fully know what I'm gonna do with this mission because I need a certain number to have everything to do a skip for this mission and for mission 10. Alright, that's enough to you know what, we're gonna sell Snatch 2 and get Trigger Heart. If I can actually do that. Okay. First, we're gonna get Airhead, because that is absolutely mandatory. Nope, still don't have enough. Alright. Don't have enough for that. Okay. Gonna buy 3 purple orbs, and also I'm short on orbs. This run's going pretty well. Alright, so I'm gonna... So I don't have like any conflicts later on. I'm just gonna whack this in the face. I've been running by a few of these. Basically hit them, and you get orbs. And if you hit them in a certain way, you get more orbs. Nero's actually not too good at getting orbs from those things, to be 100% honest, but like Dante, spoiler, we play as Dante later. Dante is really good at getting orbs from them. So most of the time I just don't want to hit him with Nero. Anyway, Charge Shot 3 this guy. Air jump and then do that. And they die instantly. Anyway, Nero could take stairs to get up here, but he's too cool for that. So he's just gonna do that. I actually do have to hit this thing. I could technically like make it over to where I'm going. Dang it. I love when I do that. I could technically make it over to this spot without hitting that thing, but there's an invisible wall in the way, so actually you can't. Anyway, this next section is those floating, disappearing platforms, but like turned up to 11, and there's enemies chasing you as you do it. So we're just gonna ignore all that and go right to the end. That saves honestly like at least a minute. It's very based. But you got to be very quick on that trick, otherwise the enemies spawn and Nero will try to target them instead of just like the empty space in front of him. Anyway, this fight's actually quite fun. I'm gonna be doing it in a very specific manner, and taking out enemies in a certain way, so that like I basically spawn on the enemies as they're ready. Like, I like that guy combine. And, when they can... Alright, I didn't mention, but this is a new enemy type. Also, what is left? I thought I killed you. You got hit by Charge Shot 3. How did you not die? Weird. Alright, so... We got these new enemies, and they're Chimera Seeds, and basically how they work is they can combine with, I forgot to hit that full strength. That's... sort of an issue. Nah, this will work out. Might have to take care of some of these guys, but I think it's gonna work out pretty okay. Anyway, what I was saying was these Chimera guys, they'll combine with Scarecrows or with an enemy that we haven't seen yet and basically make them a certain subset type of enemy, and that basically means they have spiked bladed tentacles that will come out and like try to hit you, and it's extremely annoying to deal with. Anyway, we're coming up on the boss for this mission. That was the boss chasing us, but that's technically environmental damage, and like you can't do anything there. The way this is gonna work is I'm gonna rush up to her. First I'm gonna unleash a Charge Shot 3 right in her face. Then I'm going to rush up to her and hope she doesn't give me a bad pattern. That move I got earlier, like way back in Mission 4, Roulette Spin. Roulette Spin... Nope, I am not taking a hit here. Roulette Spin deals a ton of damage if you exit, which means it just like has a sword charge as you're doing stuff with it. Anyway, Devil Trigger and Busters combined create Devil Busters, and those deal a lot more damage than normal Busters. So I got a good pattern, but because I don't have Trigger Heart, I couldn't capitalize on them too much. Anyway, that's just that's the boss. She's dead. I'm gonna get these orbs because there's actually a fair bit of orbs here. Yeah, that's the mission. Like, first no damage mission in a while too. So I should mention that if this was like a real attempt, if I took damage anywhere between mission 1 and 5, it's just a straight reset. Alright, so we yeah, we're good. We don't need to buy Trigger Heart now. So this mission is a lot of running around. There's a lot of running around, and there's a very good boss to fight at the end of it. Well, a lot of running around, a mediocre fight, and then a lot of running around, and then a very good boss. So yeah, that's the progression. I'm gonna hit this because that's 1,000 orbs up there, and I kind of need them. So this fight up here, I can probably get owned right into face right as it starts. I'm gonna let that guy get off his attack. And everyone... Nope, now everyone's dead. Cool. Alright, so I did that damageless and relatively quickly, so that means that this mission has a chance to be damageless. That might not happen, because the boss, like I mentioned, his name's Credo. He's oh yeah, this game has a plot. It's not a very good plot, but basically how it is that Nero is in a church thing, and he's technically like military police or like the Swiss Guard protecting the Pope, and on his watch the Pope gets shot in the face by Dante, and Nero slowly learns that the Pope is actually a demon and that he was in a cult. So yeah, but it's told very bluntly. Gotta go fast, exactly. Where's Mundus? Mundus is not in this game. Mundus is dead by the time this game takes place. Yeah, so Credo, the boss I just mentioned, he's like Nero's commanding officer or something, and it's revealed that he too is also a demon. Also, Nero's technically a demon, but like he's like a human demon hybrid, so I mean maybe, but like I mean he's not around in this game. Alright, I got a good pattern. Watch this. I can catch a spear and throw it back at his face. It's very nice, and it deals a lot of damage. But anyway, the strat for this fight is just like controlling what he does, bustering him when he's trying to recover, and charge shotting through him like whenever you get a charge shot built up. Alright, yeah, this is taking no damage. Sweet. Also, I take like a random hit here, which, you know, could happen. Okay, you can roll through stuff because your rolls have iframes, by the way. Anyway, we're going to Devil Buster this guy because that deals a ton of damage. And if you kill him with the Devil Buster, then the fight is instantly over. And you'll have to look at the recovery animation from it. Yeah, so no damage. That's sort of a silver lining here. Alright, so yeah, this run's not very good, but it's starting to pick up again. I forgot to get Trigger Heart, which is actually kind of important. Trying to think where I can get that without, you know, like restarting the mission. Oh, whatever, I'll do without. Anyway, these are Angelic Captains. These guys kind of suck. If you let them, this guy can do an attack that saves a bunch of time, and you can counter it, but he doesn't always do that. In fact, he's probably not gonna. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna now. Alright, terrible fight, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Maybe we'll get that attack. Shit. Love doing that. That happens way too often. Maybe we'll get to attack this mission. I kind of taunt to make it a little bit more likely. Nope. Alright, are you gonna do it now? No, you're gonna do suicides. Alright. Alright, pretty good even without the counterattack. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's the basic plot. Ah, darn it, I did not get double triggered from that. Usually you can get double trigger there because for whatever reason your style meter stays on screen for a very long time. B-Hill, settle down. Alright, usually I would activate double trigger right here and just completely wail on these guys, but that's not going to be an option right now. Still worked out pretty well. B-Hill, settle down. Alright, so yeah, this area is called the Gauntlet. We got a thing that like lets us slow down time in certain areas. It's really cool, but it's kind of useless in like the grand scheme of things. How are you not dead? What the? Okay, very interesting. I'll say that much. Anyway, this is the albino bug moth thing. He's a chump. This fight can go one of two ways. Basically, I can either like get like a super optimal cycle or something that's like just a little bit less optimal. Alright, I got the one that's super optimal. This double buster, you know, takes forever to do, but like it deals so much damage. Charge shot 3M, taunt, get it back a little bit, DT, that didn't work. Alright, very good fight, but the mission was pretty mediocre. Alright, so I really don't know what's going to happen this mission, because usually you have enough to afford a really big upgrade for this mission. I might actually still be able to afford it, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably not. There's no way I can afford this, right? I want it. I want it very badly, because Dante's coming up. Okay, so alright, I managed to somehow get the Proud Souls to afford this. So we got Max Act, which means that if I like am very, very precise with my sword rev as I'm doing it, I can instantly rev it to full charge, and then I got Exceed 3, which means that we have access to level 3 moves. That's gonna hit me. Yeah. Alright, buddy. Okay, he's popping out there and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Come on over. Alright, I wasn't sure when he was gonna die there. When you lock onto enemies, your lock-on reticle is actually the enemy's health. Like, the more of a circle it is, like, the more health they have. Don't eat. I mean, alright, I mean, that's an interesting chat message, but, I mean, alright, whatever, you do you. Alright, so yeah, we are just gonna backtrack because there was a thing blocking our path, and now it's not blocking our path as the, you know, progression of this game goes. Darn it. Okay, well. Alright, I need max before I enter this area. Your max timing is a little bit more lenient in the air, but not very by much. You still pretty much gotta have the thing down to muscle memory. It's a really tight window. It's like less than a 1/10 of a second. It's maybe even like a 20th of a second. Come on, lasers, don't do this to me. Okay, so this area, we are gonna do something cool. And hopefully it's not gonna completely own this. So we're gonna get here, we're gonna go X high roller 3. And we're gonna skip this place. There's a fight down there, it takes like 45 seconds and it's really slow, so we're just gonna ignore it. Hey, you didn't get hit this time. I didn't. I was doing very well. Anyway, these guys take a while to die, so, and there's 2 of them, so we're just gonna use holy water and they die very instantly. So Dante, I'm gonna try the dumb easy strat on Dante, which is this. Come on. Nobody's gonna hit me. Nope, that's in the way. Hell yeah. Love getting lucky. Wow, he's kind of being rude. Anyway, this is what you usually do on Dante. He's programmed to counter your shots pretty consistently. So you just like shoot him when he's like sort of against the wall. And you can't really get out of it. You do even more damage if you're doing air double trigger busters. That's how you do Dante. Otherwise that fight's very annoying and Dante can pretty easily get out of it. I'm gonna get a sip of water because my throat's hurting. I should have bought Snatch too. We'll be fine without it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, cool, uncle. Anyway, skip. That saves like 45 seconds or maybe like 40, 50 seconds. I can't give you the exact number, but there's a fight there if you go up the normal way, and it's really slow to do. You know what? We are just going to buy this here, because I really, really do not want to do the Pope without at least Snatch 2. Yes, I said the Pope. We are going to fight the Pope. Okay. There's a fight down here and I triggered it. Gosh darn it. That's why you usually want to get like higher level snatches here, because dealing with this area is really annoying. You know, we're just gonna trick shot you and you're dead. Fighting child molesters, okay. Okay, so this mission's not going too great, but it's alright. I'm gonna do the double buster animation on this guy because it's cool. And it actually does deal pretty good damage. Alright, where's your friend? Mistimed that. There's a white orb here, unless I picked it up already. I did not. Okay, cool. White orbs refill double trigger a little bit. Anyway, we have done things this mission, and now we are gonna fight a Pope. Good joke, Teddy. Good joke. Keep them coming. Anyway, this guy's super fucking annoying, so we're kind of just gonna, like, hope we hit him. That was really good damage. Maybe used up a little bit more double trigger than I wanted, but yeah, that worked out pretty okay. Yep, and next phase. I'm going to immediately counter his next phase. Like that. Fuck me. I missed that just barely. Where's your explosion, dude? Alright, I gotta counter him again. And we're just gonna play it super safe here. Balls, yeah. Okay, that could have gone better. It could have gone worse, I guess. Balls, balls. Alright, 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 Teddy. Settle down, Teddy. So, the plot right now is that the Pope built a giant statue that he's going to use to take over the world, and it's going to be powered by Nero. It was supposed to be powered by Dante, but they find Nero, and Nero's like, and the Pope's like, ah, we'll use this guy instead. And they do, and it powers it. And Nero gets eaten by the statue, and Dante's like, well, crap. And now you place Dante to fix everything. Alright, so Dante's gimmick is that he's got styles you can switch with the D-pad. I'm gonna be leveling those up pretty much right away. Might not have enough to afford everything I want. Yeah, what's the most expendable right now? Gunslinger. And we're gonna be buying more holy waters. Uncle Dante to the rescue, yes. Like, at any moment I can switch with the style of the D-pad, and it changes what my circle button does. Anyway, I don't have the toolkit to really deal with these guys right now, so I'm just gonna holy water them and get out of here. Also, there's a fight coming up at this bottom pit thing, and like earlier, we're gonna skip it. Anyway, this is what I was talking about way back when I said Dante's really good at getting orbs. You just do this move called Prop Shredder against this thing, and like you're basically guaranteed to get at least 9,000 orbs. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come down. Alright, that didn't work too well. Okay. DT Prop Shredder deals an absurd amount of damage at this point in the game. Even regular Prop Shredder is really good if you can get the enemy grounded. And we got Charge Shot just because it's really good at taking these guys' cloaks down. Come on, Dante, don't do unnecessary things. Also, Trickster's got like mad iframes to it, So you can literally just like dash your lasers and like enemy attacks. It's really cool. I mean, Royal Guard is literally the style built around countering things, but you know, Trickster is also pretty cool. So yeah, here we're just gonna do this move called Drive, and we're gonna do 3 drives in a row as part of its combo. And that takes care of those guys, because they're on a very nice line. It's easy to deal with. That's a Royal Guard counter. Kind of just hitting this guy Abstainer over and over again, because it's basically my most effective move. That actually went pretty darn well. The menu was bad at the start of the mission, but that's just because I had to improvise. Alright, I guess this mission I'll get Gunslinger 1. Or, yeah, Gunslinger 2 now. It's not, you know, absolutely required for this mission, but it might make things easier in the future. And I gotta buy it eventually anyway. In a real run that, you know, is actively trying to shoot for a PB, I would not be going into the upgrade menu often, because it's like 10 seconds each time you do. Huh, that was actually a gold split. Neat. I am keeping my own timer running. Skill up. Styles. Alright, so I'm going to take a moment to explain what jump canceling is. I'm not going to do it anywhere near yet, but so Dante has this move called Air Raid, and it deals okay damage, but the problem is the last hit of it deals good damage, but it knocks everything away from you. Also, these guys, I gotta basically like hit him with my shotgun if I want to really deal damage with them, because they have those tentacles that pop out. And shotgun disables the tentacles for a little bit. Anyway, so you can jump off an enemy in this game. I actually had to pick up a move called Enemy Step. It was quite expensive to be able to do that. Jesus, buddy. Dante, don't get stuck. Jesus. These guys are very easy to stinger, just because they don't get knocked back, really. This is technically the most damaging move you can do on them, though. Jesus, buddy. Oh, dude, nice double. Maybe I shouldn't have used up all that double trigger, but it's going to be okay. Alright, so basically what it is you can jump off enemies, and while that sounds okay, but like, why would you want to do that? Like, why is it so expensive? Well, the answer is that you can interrupt pretty much every aerial attack in the game by jumping off an enemy. And you can interrupt it like frames after you deal damage with the move, and then you can chain it back into itself. And it's a very good way of dealing damage very quickly. Also, those guys can sometimes hit me, so I usually switch to like Rail Guard there and try to get a free block. Alright, so that's going to be relevant for Echidna, because Echidna is basically like this giant floating snake plant thing. I can't really describe it better, but her face is the thing that takes damage a lot, and like if you're just hitting her body, you're not going to deal much damage. So we are going to be jump canceling the heck out of her, like this. That's not quite a jump cancel. She's giving me a bad pattern, so I'm going to have to release through her as she's charging at me. Like that. And then she got me anyway. That's jump cancels. Alright, this is how you're going to deal damage to Echidna. ET Cross Shredder. This deals an absurd amount of damage, and you get like a ton of free hits here. Alright, this time that release. This time that release as well. Okay, so killing her in her last phase takes way too long to start the game, so with, you know, Dante's toolkit, so we are just gonna holy water her. This Dante's actually going pretty well so far, honestly. This is a little surprising. Anyway, yeah, so the thing that we're doing now is every time we defeat a quote-unquote major boss, we get a new weapon. Or, like, something like that. The thing we just got is Gilgamesh. We're not going to be using it right at the start of this mission, but it's basically a pair of gauntlets and, you know, leggings. How it works is you can build up a charge for every single one of its moves except one. And that one move's kind of an anomaly, but that's later on. Anyway, building up a charge with it is extremely good. So do I have the right guns out? Now I do. Because if you release your charge just as it goes to the next level, or like as it goes into like quote-unquote gear shift, like this, it deals an absurd amount of damage. That wasn't even that good of a hit, honestly. I didn't do the full thing I wanted to do there. But let's try to do it here. Okay, I didn't get it there either, but I actually had to back off of it. Alright, I'm just going to do air fireworks on this guy, because... Oh no, don't go down there. Gosh darn it. Air fireworks is very good at getting cloak down. So is Rainstorm, that move. Come on. No. If he falls too far, he just instantly gets his cloak back up. It's very annoying to deal with. Anyway, check out this move. Alright, I did something there called Distortion, and you may notice with Dante that his double trigger is a little... Please just get this, Dante. Thank you. His double trigger is a little different than Nero's. It activates during the middle of moves, and it's got a few other things going on with it. And it doesn't double hit, it's a straight damage buff. Why that's important is that if you activate your double trigger as it flashes... I can't charge at that guy because if I get eaten by one of those things, I gotta redo the area. It's and basically you get eaten by your jaws being open while you're next to them. Are you gonna stand still? No, I'm gonna have to bitch hit you. So if you activate your double trigger like that as and get the flash to line up with a move hitting, specifically a beefy move. I wish I had like a better description. It's basically like something that looks like it deals a lot of damage. Things die. It deals an absurd amount of damage. Also, like I mentioned, I can't get eaten by those ground things, because if I do, I gotta redo the area, and that's extremely time-consuming. I'm kind of keeping an eye out for like where they are at all times. And you can destroy them for a little bit, but like it doesn't last. So you may be wondering, well, okay, that's good, you know, you get the damage stacks and stuff. It's very good for the straight move. Technically, Dante's just with straight. That is straight with the charge level going from 2 to 3, like this. Is the most damaging move you have in the game with Dante. But there's an easier version of it to do called Distort Real Impact. And the way that works is you just real impact something, and as like you're connecting with your second hit, or like in between your second and third hit, depending on what exactly you want to do with your damage. You activate double trigger, and things die very quickly. Like really, really quickly. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, Dante is just backtracking through Nero's areas. This game was rushed as heck, because Capcom is a good company. But skill acquired, you have it by default. Distortion? Distortion you have by default. Just straight you have by default with Gilgamesh. You know, I'm just gonna buy this now. Don't need to buy it next mission then. And but like real impact, this move, you gotta have Swordmaster 4. And Swordmaster 4 is pretty expensive to afford. You gotta invest a lot of Proud Souls into it, but it is definitely worth it. Anyway, speaking of like killing things quickly, there's this very annoying enemy coming up. We aren't gonna fight him because he is terrible. And even if we like DRI him and like do a bunch of really cool stuff, like it's still not completely guaranteed that you're gonna kill him super quickly. So we just holy water him, and then his cloak goes down. Then we shoot him like one time with ENI, and then he's done. It's a default move. Like you have it there already. It's kind of like a hidden technique. The game doesn't fully explain it to you. But we'll be seeing how good DRI is in just a sec. We kind of already used it once, but okay, I mistimed that one. Alright, technically with these guys, it's not faster to holy water them, or not, well, it is faster to holy water them. It's not faster to, what should we call it? Real impact them. This guy I'm gonna have to, but normally you just distort, just straight one them, and it does a lot of damage. Anyway, the reason I hit that thing with a distorted just straight too is just because it's a very damaging single move, and that gives the red orb crystals are kind of weird. They're based a little bit off of like the total overall damage dealt, like a little bit based off knockback, and a little bit based on like total hits. So it's kind of like a weird formula that does all three of those at the same time. But basically I'm doing things pretty optimally to get a lot of stuff there. Anyway, this enemy's super annoying. We saw these guys earlier and we dealt with them with holy water. That's not the right enemy. We're just gonna stand in here. Nope, you thought you were gonna get me. Okay, these guys have a really weird hitbox, I should mention, and if like sometimes you're just not gonna fully connect with real impact. There, I got fairly lucky. So yeah, this mission's actually going pretty okay so far. I had to go into a menu at the start. Well, I didn't have to, but like I went into it because I wasn't focusing too much. I figured why not buy the holy water now. Anyway, Frosts. One real impact, not even distorted, and they're down. Also, distortion works as you deactivate as well. So I activate double trigger there so I don't get staggered. Oh yeah, the cage got in the way. That's epic. Alright, fairly okay fight. Basically, the first hit of real impact does not deal... Like, okay, that was almost a disaster. The first hit of real impact almost basically deals like no damage, but the later it hits deal a ton of damage, and especially if you distort them. Also, remember these reaction wheels? Remember how Nero had to actually sort of hit them? Nah, just straight to Dante and they're instantly activated. Just moves deal a ton of damage. It's almost like you're rewarded for knowing timings. Anyway, this room I'm gonna kill 2 scarecrows. That guy should have been dead. I guess I slightly mistimed that just. I'm gonna kind of like loiter around for a little bit. Taunt, get double trigger, why not? Activate a holy water to get this blitz that's popping out in a sec. Taunt, because why not? Get some guard, why not? You don't need that guard, but I got it anyway. And then we're off to a boss. We're not gonna, if things go well, you're not gonna be seeing much of this boss, because like I mentioned, distortion is very powerful. And he's giving me a good pattern, so watch this. Full house looping with BT. And he's dead. Oh dude, another gold, not bad. This Dante's actually going really well. As indeed a dead frog. Okay, so this next mission has like poison gas or something, and while it can't kill you, it can't take away your last little bit of health. It will sap your health constantly. That doesn't really matter though, because every enemy in this mission drops green orbs when you kill it. Or at least every enemy in the poison area does. Virgil, glorious broken character that he is, can actually skip this mission entirely just by like getting a lot of height at the start of the mission. Yeah, I gotta roll it out. Okay. Even test shit? Yes, they tested this game thoroughly. This is one of the best combat systems in all video games. That wasn't close enough. Kind of a waste of distort. Anyway, these guys, they changed how these work in special editions, so if you try to like hit them with a melee attack like this, they kind of just fly around the screen forever. So what we do is we counter hit them with gun damage. If you're close enough to these guys with a shotgun as they're winding up their attack, they just instantly die. That was not the right target. We got a new toy last mission, Pandora. We're not going to be using it too much, except for like maybe one situational use in this mission. But it gets really important later on. It's basically a gun that changes a bunch of forms based on inputs. Hello, Energia. Anyway, back at this room, because, you know, backtracking, yeehaw. Yeah, you thought you were going to hit me. I'm just real impacting him just to make sure I was going to hit him. How are you not dead? There we go. Oh no, they absolutely tested damage. I'm playing on normal. This game goes up to like Dante Must Die and like really high difficulties. Like, distortion doesn't do too much on the higher difficulties. It gives you a little bit of an edge. Nope, didn't think I was going to connect. Okay. What are you going to do now? Kind of trying to bait him into this. This isn't maybe the wisest move I've ever had, but I want to show this off. Yeah. That's an instant counter. Instantly kills everything, instantly gives you a triple S. A very epic situation. I mean, keep in mind, this is a speedrun. I am doing things that are specifically broken and very fast and effective. This game's all about, though, like, expressing your... I hate to say it like that because it sounds so pompous, I guess, but this game's all about kind of, like, expressing yourself and just, like, styling on enemies. You can kill them super quickly, or, you know, you can treat them as, like, stylish punching bags. I get more fun out of playing the game this way than I do treating them out stylish punching bags, though. And that's just like a testament to how flexible this combat system in this game is. Anyway, we're coming up against dogs. Can I get some Frankers Z's in the chat? I gotta get them quick, because these dogs are gonna die very quickly. And they're gone. Well, and they're gone. Get up there, Dante. There's hidden orbs up here. I don't really need them, but... No. Fuck you, Energy. Jesus Christ, Energia. See, I got at least one person helping me out. There we go. We got some dogs. But unfortunately the dogs are dead. No, they're not. Here they are. But we're not going to stop and pet them because they are going to shoot fire at us. And also, we don't have the time to play with them. Very unfortunate situation. Anyway, this next boss, I mentioned way back at the start of the run that Special Edition has a change where you can keep your sprint going between areas. And like I said, it's a little finicky in some places. They did not anticipate you being able to do that with this boss. So if I keep my sprint here, I can just run up to the boss and real impact him before his AI really kicks in. I kind of messed it up. So I'm just going to full house loop him. And that almost guarantees that you're going to kill him. But I messed up. So we are just going to do this. Oh, let me show off guard flying. Alright, that's guard flying. If you jump cancel off an enemy and hold guard at the same time with an attack that has high momentum, like full house, you kind of just fly away. It looks really cool, and there's a bunch of cool stylish stuff you can do with it, like that. I should actually focus now, because he might kill me. Now we got him. I was very slow, though, because I was just goofing around, but, you know, it's a marathon run. Might as well show off stuff that's cool. Okay, so the new toy we got there is Pandora. It's going to be pretty helpful later in the mission upcoming, but not at the current moment, really. We got to upgrade it with one move. It only has one upgrade, and the way it works is you can place like little phantom swords down on the field, and those swords will explode on a timer, and they deal pretty good damage. You can also like position them and make them hang out in the air and like reposition them. There's like a lot of really complicated and cool stuff you can do with Pandora, but cool things, I guess, if you want to use proper grammar. But it's definitely a tricky weapon to use. Mostly we're just going to be spamming the ever-loving hell out of the swords on like a certain enemy. You should be dead. There you go. Okay, these scarecrows are annoying because unlike previous scarecrows, that's not who I intended to hit. Unlike previous scarecrows, these guys can block. And it's very annoying to deal with blocking enemies in this game. Alright, I'm just gonna... Also, these guys don't like scarecrows. They're like artificial demons, and scarecrows are real demons. Okay, what just happened? I wanted to show off a ball of death here, honestly, but like, I mean, if the game's just going to give me a free real impact, I'll take it. Real impact's hitbox is actually like, alright, its first hitbox, so like the first hit connecting is pretty darn small, but like, once the attack gets going, its hitbox is giant, and it hangs around forever. Anyway, this is what I was mentioning. Assaults, especially in this mission, they like to put up their shields super early. So we just throw pins at them, and the pins go through their shield. And we can manually detonate their pins whenever we want, by the way, with the rose. It's a move called Ecstasy. And it's very good. Okay, I wasn't expecting to get that guy down with that. Yes, be steady. Also, I was not expecting to hit that guy. Am I on GDQ staff? I've made my peace with them. Or not really, but you know, I don't care enough. This is not about GDQ staff right now. This is a marathon for raising money for sick kids at a hospital. Okay, that was a little wasteful. Come on. Okay, well that worked kinda. What are my orbs? Honestly, we'll just be a little safe. I do need to get one more holy water for the game, but okay, that's definitely an orb. I mean, that is enough orbs. And normally I have the orbs to get it, but I mean, it's a marathon run. I don't want to like go into the second to last mission without that holy water, because it's a lot of time gone if you don't have that. Also, it's kind of weird to get used to having Pandora, because that means you got like 3 weapons on your right trigger now. Come on, don't hit me, asshole. Hello, NBA missed. Anyway, this fight sucks, so we aren't going to deal with it. We're going to wait for a certain enemy to spawn. We're going to target it. We're going to double trigger so we don't get hit out of this spot. Alright, that should be good enough. Can I uppercut you, please? Basically, you just want to get the dogs in the air. And once they're in the air, they're a lot more easy to deal with. But these dogs are like super goddamn evasive. It's stupid how easily they can dodge your attacks. We're just gonna real impact you for the meme. Okay, that ain't gonna. Why am I breaking that? I have orbs. Yeah, definitely not important. But Ski Curious Teddy is a drama fiend, so you know, haha. I will break this one just because it has a white orb in it, and I kind of wanted a white orb right now. Anyway, I mentioned Raging Storm like being really good for breaking down cloaks. Look at this. Alright, take the bitch way to deal with you. Also, these guys take forever to die. Unless you're like directly going for a real impact, and that's not always the most viable strategy. Please style switch, thank you. My hands kind of didn't realize what they were doing there for a sec. Yeah. Marathoners. I guess. More like I haven't played this game in 3 days because I got a decent PB now. Anyway, this guy, we're gonna wait for him to do this. We're gonna get stunned. Connect our later hits of real impact. And DT full house him until he gets knocked away. Like that. At which point we're gonna throw out pins. And this is basically the most effective way to deal with him, and it kind of sucks that it is. Oh no, don't do it. Alright, we'll try the meme strat. You can jump cancel him, and like, as he's doing that attack, but it's kind of tricky. Alright, we don't need those orbs. Alright, that was good enough, I guess. The bee is dead. Yeah, it's a moth, but you know. Anyway, I've got an upgrade for Pandora, and I've not been using Pandora at all. We're gonna see why Pandora is almost vital to the speedrun right now. What gun am I on, actually? That's a very important question. I'm guessing I'm on ENI, which is your pistols, which means I gotta hit this twice. Yep. Okay, so double trigger, and you have to, number of inputs you have to do to get to Pandora's other forms. And 2 laser hits, and the guy's down. I'm going around, and I'm breaking a very specific set of rules in a very specific way. Or, I guess, order, I should say. And doing it quickly enough so that he doesn't get back up. And if you do this right, you leave every jewel except 3. 1, which you got to deal with at the very end of the mission, and 2, which you deal with later. Anyway, now he's only got a jewel on his shoulder, his elbow, and, well, his shoulder. And, come on, please just karate slap me. There, not that one. The other one. And actually get up on you. So, I am going to break his shoulder jewel first. How did that hit me? And we're going to use this meme-ass Pandora form and like drop some missiles out because they home in. and that basically guarantees that you're always going to get that. And now we're going to run away from this laser. I basically did that so that I make 2 phase changes happen at once, so I can immediately go to the 3rd phase of the fight. And the 3rd phase is it's kind of a meme, honestly. That missed. That's actually not a big deal, but it's a little annoying. Also, fun fact, just bringing out like laser cannon with Pandora deals damage, so we can do that. So take a wild guess what I'm going to do to this. It's just sword reel impact if you aren't paying attention, by the way. Okay, that didn't work too well. It's supposed to be Sparta. Come on. Come on. Anyway, what happened to the plot is that Dante has fixed pretty much everything because Nero's a little bitch, and now he plays Nero again. We are going to be getting some juicy upgrades, like these. Can I afford this? Yes, I can. Cool. And 1 more holy water, and blue orb. Why not? So I got a bunch of double trigger moves, and by a bunch I mean 2. We're probably not going to be using maximum bet, but showdown we're going to be using probably at least twice. Anyway, we're going to run up to this die as fast as you can, get a 4, and just, you know, sort of chill as it's doing so. Because Candyland. Anyway, these guys suck, so you can technically get a ball of death from them like really quickly, and it's about the same time as the holy water. And like overall, you know, because of like going into menu and buying it and stuff, but like it's so random and it's not worth grinding out in my opinion. Anyway, this is Boss Rush. Boss Rush because Capcom. I love Capcom. Anyway, we're gonna see how quickly these guys go down if, you know, as long as they give me good patterns with all of Nero's upgrades. Okay, that's a bad pattern. Yeah, we don't even need orbs at this point in the game, so we're just going to leave those around. Yeah, boss rushes are actually really cool. I really like them. I'm not even joking when I say that. I mean, they're technically lazy, but like, they work really well. Anyway, yeah, we're going through all the bosses again. Yeehaw. Except Kratos, because Kratos doesn't get his own boss. Alright, Froggy, what you gonna do? That. I'm gonna let you do the ice attack again. Nope, that is not an ice attack. Okay, he's playing peekaboo. Dang it, we messed up. Kratos a bitch. Kinda. He's a little trivial once you realize how to manipulate him, but like, he's still a fun fight. Please take damage. Keep your glow down. Alright, check this savageness out. I don't really need a double buster him, but it looks cool. Oh, dude, I forgot that's actually a quick death animation. That actually might save time. I completely forgot that existed. Alright, cool. We're finding marathon strats on the fly. Anyway, 1, 4. Alright, nice meme. Get up there, Nero. I know you're like kind of retarded, but come on, buddy. Work with me a little bit. Okay, this is Showdown. The last hit is what deals damage. Everything else is kind of just like extra. Where did the echidna even die? I did not see her corpse. Yeah, I was hoping to start with a max. Oh well. Nice charge shot eating. Sometimes I just like get interrupted from my charge shot animation. I don't get to like fully use it. Damn it! Mistimed that. I'm expecting these guys to get some double trigger. Don't do that, motherfucker. Finessing it a little bit, you know how it is. Yeah, so that's that mission. That wasn't too terrible, but easily could have gone a lot better. Okay, so we're coming up to the last mission, and time's coming up relatively soon. So, Appy Hill, get ready. And it is our chance to fight the Pope and actually kill him. So I'm going to do something very specific here because the Pope likes to play keep away. And if you're not precise with your damage cycles, then bad things can happen. Gun can stun him. Do that. Showdown him pretty much instantly. You know, do like a little bit of chip damage with the summon swords. Why not? Deactivate double trigger in the middle of this. You're still going to get double trigger damage, but taunt, get a little bit of double trigger back. Get him so that he's a little bit above 3 bars of health. That's pretty good. You got double trigger. Wait for me to do this. And he's dead. Actually a pretty good Pope. But it's not over yet. Because we actually got to kill the Pope. The Pope just like fuses with the giant statue thingy. That's the Pope. Alright, time's coming up as soon as I buster his head when it comes down. Yeah, Pope. And time. Nice gold split. Oh. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. The start of the run was really shaky, but I mean that's kind of what happens when your Proud Soul route doesn't work as intended. Yeah, and look at this. Nero just freaking implode. Goodness gracious, the controller vibration. He just freaking implodes the Pope's face. Look at that. It's gone. It's gone. And then, yeah. The little fist pump. Yeah. Goddamn, Nero, you're so epic. Alright, so, technically here's like a bonus thing where like you can, keep, your girlfriend safe for long enough. And, kill enough demons and you get an extra costume, but that's annoying. Anyway, yeah, Yeah, so I think we're a little bit behind schedule. I think not due to this run. Hell no, this run was underestimated for sure. But a little bit behind schedule. I'm gonna let the next run take over.